So, good afternoon. I'd like to bring you greetings on behalf of the Nevada Action Coalition and really want to thank you this afternoon for taking time out of your day to attend today's Leadership Summit. Since the launch of the Future of Nursing campaign for action, the Nevada Action Coalition has been working feverishly to strengthen the nursing profession, to improve the health and healthcare in Nevada. I want to thank the Nevada Organization of Nurse Leaders and Nevada Nurses Association for their support of this pre-conference summit. So thank you very much. We have been involved in awareness campaigns, mentoring students, and involved in advocacy activities. We've identified priorities and strategies specific to Nevada and are creating partnerships to help reach our goals. The Institute of Medicine report is very clear. It emphasizes that if nurses are to be as effective as possible in helping to provide high-quality patient care, us nurses, will need to be better prepared as we provide that care, because care is becoming more complex as it moves into the community. Now, I think about myself sometimes in my career, and I always tell people I'm old school. But when I talk to colleagues and I say, you know, when I retire, I'm going to go be a school nurse, hand out aspirins and Band-Aids, and they say, where have you been? Okay, so that's why this report is so important as we talk about improving our level of education. We need nurses with more advanced degrees to provide primary care and to teach the next generation of nurses. And I'm so excited to see some young faces in the audience. So if you're under 40, or let's say if you're 40 and under, can you raise your hand? All right. I think I saw some people raising their hand that I know is not 40. Finally, this campaign aims to diversify the U.S. healthcare workforce. Approximately a third of the population is a part of a racial or ethnic minority group. Yet only 18% of our nursing students are from racial or ethnic minority groups. And I also want to give a shout out and say thank you for the men in the room. We appreciate seeing you all here today, because when we talk about diversity, we're not only talking about racial and ethnic minorities, etc. We're talking about men, we're talking about people that have different practice areas. The other thing that often nurses, we give a lot, but it's time for us to start taking a little bit, and that means being at the table when healthcare decisions are being made. And that's what this Leadership Summit is about today, this afternoon. We have We have wonderful speakers with us today who will get into more detail about the campaign and our progress up to this point. But to be honest with you, it's a great time to be a nurse in Nevada. Don't you think so? All right. I think you should give yourself a hand. So with that, I'd like to make just a few introductions, and then I'll introduce our wonderful speakers before I take my seat. Linda Pollock. Linda, you want to stand up? Deborah Collins. Deborah Scott. Dr. Patsy. Patsy, I mess your name up all the time. Rashala. Dr. Jen Richards, who's one of our speakers. Dr. Kristen Gillen, who's one of our speakers. Dr. Susan Adamak, and everybody that is attached at the ground zero with the Nevada Action Coalition. Would you please just stand? There's a lot of people out there. I know I saw Carolyn Uha back there in the back. I see, yes. Oh, you're in the front. So could you all give them a hand? These are the people that have been working feverishly to pull this coalition together, writing grants, staying up all night, doing about 100 different jobs to make it happen for Nevada. So with that, I'm going to introduce our two speakers. Our first speaker is Dr. Jen Richards. She is the Transformational Healthcare Administrator at Renown Health. She has worked at Renown for 15 years And I just saw her raise her hand for being 40 or under. So it's possible to, to be there at the top, beating down those glass ceilings when you're 40 and under. For 15 years as a staff nurse on neuroscience and in the float pool, nurse educator for neurosciences and orthopedics, clinical nurse specialist for neurosciences, and director of nursing education and research. She obtained both her BSN and MSN from the University of Nevada, Reno, Orbis School of Nursing, and her PhD from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. She is a certified neuroscience registered nurse, a member of the Nevada Action Coalition's Executive Committee, and serves as the treasurer for the Nevada Organization of Nurse Leaders. Then we have Dr. Kristen Gillen. I think they're a duo in crime over here. They got really some good stuff for you all today. Dr. Gillen is the Director of Nursing Education. She directs educational activities for the health system. She is responsible for the Pathway to Excellence designation and redesignation, involved in clinical informatics with evidence-based order sets and care plan development. She is a transformational healthcare leader through the Lean methodology, as well as she serves on the executive committee of the Nevada Action Coalition. So could you join me in bringing these two powerhouse ladies to the podium?